breaking news from the studio. We have got Cassa's opinion on this deck.
Brewers and builders, we're so thrilled to have you along with us in our journey through the world of Magic the Gathering. You're watching or listening to the Cozy Magic podcast. The Coziest Magic podcast around. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, and only the people who are watching the video would see it.
Oh, true. Okay, so for those of you who are listening on Spotify or whatever, I did like a point to my eyes thing.
Yeah.
And then we pointed to
It was like a
ears.
children's TV
But
show
I'm so
kind of
glad
situation.
That you actually like reciprocated.
Of course.
That was so good.
We do a podcast. We're matching the energy here.
Now we have to cover the mouth, which can sound really muffled.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm one of your hosts and flipping through binders, Nigel.
And I'm one of your hosts building the decks of your nightmares, Ruby.
And interesting that you talk about decks of your nightmares, because when I have another fun episode, not that all our episodes aren't fun. This is especially fun.
Every episode's especially fun.
Yeah.
What are we doing though?
So this one was actually inspired by one of our lovely community members through a Discord. So thank you so much to Tarragon. We've got a little form in our Discord that says, look, if you wanted to hear us talk about a specific topic, our favorite food, whatever, you can ask us questions. It's all in a form. And Tarragon said, deck research. Do you spend hours on Scryfall like I do? Do you know or have you looked at the advanced syntax options on Scryfall? I guess what I'm asking is, how much do you use and how well do you know Scryfall?
What would you use Scryfall for?
Yeah.
Well, you'd want to use it to build
decks?
Insane decks.
Well, I wouldn't say insane.
I would say insane.
So Ruby's come up with a couple of suggestions to make me build some deck. I don't know. Okay, I need to say I don't know anything.
I'm putting Nigel on the spot and asking him how he would start, where he would start, how he would build these decks that I have in my brain.
And again, I don't know what's going on. Ruby and Cassa did a bit of brainstorming to get me in trouble, so we'll see what happens. I've also got a pack to crack. This is the reward for me getting the good decks built. I don't know.
You're basically helping me. You're workshopping right now. First, we want to talk about what Scryfall is. A quick rundown of what it is.
Cool. So if you're not familiar with what Scryfall is, like Tarragon is, Tarragon obviously uses Scryfall quite a bit. Scryfall, I also say we're not sponsored by Scryfall. That would be nice though. Scryfall, hit us up. But we're just a fan because it is a very useful resource in anyone's Magic journey, whether you're starting out. And people who have been playing for 20, 25, 30 years, they use Scryfall too.
Yeah.
So it's for everyone. What is it? It is a Magic the Gathering search engine that you can use to find Magic cards and even tokens and emblems as well. Think of it like Google for Magic cards.
Cool.
Yeah. But you can search all sorts of ways. You can filter by color, by type, by set. You can even filter by things like artists, borders, and you can even filter by specific art prompts. So you can do if you characters wearing hats, you can put
relevant to me
cats in the art, which I'm sure that you did for your cat binder,
for my cat collection, because I don't necessarily just want creature cats. I want art with cats in
it. Like 9 Lives is an enchantment which is all about cats, but it's not a creature cat, right? I know someone's done like art with feet, like yeah.
Not anyone we know.
Not anyone we know, but I know someone's on the internet said that before. I don't know why it's stuck in my head because it's such a weird one.
It's iconic, really.
Sure. Some of the common search terms that I use are, and again, in the bar, you'll type in stuff. I like to use a couple of these ones, so you can use these as well. C or ID, and then put I think it's a colon. For color or color identity. So C is for color, ID is for identity. Obviously, there's a difference between the two. There's also T, a colon, which you can use for types or subtypes. Again, types are like creature, enchantment, stuff. But you can also do for subtypes or super types like snow, legendary, cat, what else? Like sagas. Those are all subtypes.
Cool.
Yep. You can also, this is the most common one that I use, is O for oracle text. Oracle text is literally what's printed in like the ability section. So like when this creature enters the battlefield, or flying, or trample, or scry one.
Yeah.
So that's oracle text. Set, you can search by set. Taki Dragonstorm, maybe. and format. So this is actually really useful because if it's not legal in Commander, sometimes I don't need to look at it if I'm building a Commander deck. Or if I want to search for standard specifically, perfect. It's only going to give me the cards that are legal and standard, so I'm not going to waste my time looking at the rest. Okay. I want to actually shout out someone who's a lot better at Scryfall than myself. My good friend Chilibin, our friend from Casual Compliance, along with Gramps. He's taught me so much about what do you call it? Scryfall, just in conversing with him, listening to their podcast as well. And there's a little image that I've got that I put in here that said, and I said, I called him Mr. Syntax Daddy. He doesn't like to be called that.
Oh,
but,
dear.
But that was before he told me, so it's okay. I said, how would I go about, this is just completely out of the blue, by the way. I said, how would I go about looking for this in Scryfall? Vehicles with mana value 4 or greater, legal in the red-green commander deck. In 3 minutes, he said, off the top of my head without testing, F, commander, ID, GR, green on red, T, vehicle, so type vehicle, or that's actually subtype vehicle, mana value greater than or equals to 4. And I just copy-pasted that whole line into Scryfall.
And that was it.
That was it. He's got a wonderful mind when it comes to Scryfall.
That's
so good.
specific.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So do you, what do you use Scryfall a little bit, or what do you?
I'm a baby at Scryfall.
Okay.
I've searched creature types, and I'd probably say that's about it.
That's a good sort of springboard to start your Scryfall journey.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I think that might be the place where a lot of people will start searching for a type of creature, a type of card.
Because if you're building
very specific.
Well, you're absolutely right though. Like if you're building like an angel type deck,
yes,
I just want angels. And what colors am I playing a mono white like I do, or some of our friends have like green white, right? So then you can type in color identity green white, and that's how a lot of people build decks.
Yeah, it really helped me when I built my spider deck, my Australia deck, because
true.
I didn't know what color. I knew I wanted spiders and snakes and whatnot,
Crocs
but
and,
I didn't know what colors they were in, what colors they shared, especially when it wasn't just spiders. Spiders, the wombats, the like two wombats that exist.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Crocodiles, snakes, and so finding the colors that suited all of them the most.
Did you do that through Scryfall?
Yeah, I did it on Scryfall.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Is it time to get tested? Or?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you use the specific as well for creatures with hats, or right? In the art, I am building a no hat, no play deck.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You want to explain that to our non-Aussie?
Yes. So explaining, it's a very Australian thing in primary school.
Yeah.
So when you're a child, you go to school and you have to wear
Year
a
1
hat.
to 6. Yeah.
Yes, you have to wear a hat at recess and lunch. Otherwise, it's no hat, no play.
So again, I didn't grow up here, but I know the term. If you didn't bring a hat to school, they wouldn't let you outside.
They would make you stay in the shade because the sun is a deadly laser.
No,
okay,
I get that.
And yes, it was really sad.
Yeah.
That's why you buy spare hats. That's why you have one that you leave at school, or you borrow from your friends, or I think sometimes they had spare hats on hand.
Lice, but all right.
Yeah, I know. A little bit of the hygiene risk. But you couldn't go out in the sun. You weren't allowed to. You would get in trouble and sent back into the shade if you didn't wear a hat.
So my question is, like, let's say I was like a really rebellious kid and I wanted to play and I ran. Right? What are they gonna do? Chase after me in the yard?
I'm pretty sure I've seen a teacher chase after someone once upon a time. I don't think they're supposed to, but I've seen it.
That's so funny.
The little real naughty kids.
That would be one of those Madu gang, you know.
Mobilizing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna build that with Brim's Barone. Is actually an Unfinity card. So he's
definitely wearing a hat. This one, yeah.
Yeah, Brim's Barone Midway Mobster. He's a 5/4. When he enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control that has a hat. Okay. Brim's Barone Midway Mobster has menace as long as you're wearing a hat. So I need a hat as well.
When you're packing for Commander Night, you're gonna pack your dice, your decks, and just a hat.
And a hat.
Yep.
And I don't know what kind of hat it should be, so I would love to take opinions on what hat I should wear when playing the hat deck.
Can you please comment below to with I know you can't comment in like photos and stuff, but if you're in our Discord, can you send us pictures of hats that you think Ruby should wear?
What hat
'Cause
do I
think
wear
that'd
for
be
the
cool.
hat deck?
Yeah.
So let's jump into like that one's pretty tame. We'll jump into some random decks, and I want you to tell me how I might build them.
All right, you tell me when I can scroll down, right? Because I don't want to spoil anything before I can. Yeah.
Well, I don't. You know what? I don't think you need to scroll. I'll read them out to you.
Oh, so I'm not looking at anything
No,
at all.
you're not allowed to look.
Okay.
I'll tell you. There is one that you can look at because there's a picture.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. 5 decks that I want to build. So my favorite movies tie between Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Oh, the Cornetto trilogy?
Right, Cornetto trilogy. But Shaun of the Dead is a bit too obvious. It's zombies, right? You would make a zombie deck.
Yep.
So Hot Fuzz.
Ooh, the police deck.
The police. So we've got, his name is Nicholas Angel.
Yeah.
It's police. There's a goose, small town conspiracy, and murder, like a slasher murder.
Interesting.
So how would you build this deck? What? Yeah, anything. Give me anything.
So my first thoughts is because Hot Fuzz is a movie about a big city cop that goes to a small town to just be positioned away.
Yep.
There's a crazy like plot that goes into it as well.
Yeah.
I think the deck has to have red and blue in it.
Oh.
Okay, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the red Cornetto is in that movie. I could be wrong.
It's the blue
Is it the blue one? There you go. So
because for police.
I was half right.
Yep.
Red and blue because of flashing police lights. And I think maybe you put black in there as well because it's like a murder sort of thing. So I think it would be a Grixis style deck.
Ooh.
I'm just thinking of Grixis commanders. I don't know. This is a tricky one. So what you would do on Scryfall is I would go T for legendary because I want a legendary creature, and then I would put color identity Grixis. You can actually put Grixis, and they will actually give you red, blue, black.
Nice.
And then sort of go around there. I would definitely want to have at least one bird in it.
It needs a goose.
Yeah.
But aren't the geese only green?
Yes. Yeah, I would put a generic bird in there for the stand-in.
Okay.
I think it's not that great. But you also want a couple of swords, I think, or knives.
Oh no, sorry, it's a swan. Swan.
Maybe it's a swan.
Oh my god, this is my favorite movie,
So
and I'm sorry, I've been thinking.
So
of...
that you definitely put in Swan Song, which is a blue instant that counter target.
Did I just make everyone really upset?
Yeah.
I don't even know I literally watched Hot Fuzz the other night.
Like the 7 Hot Fuzz fans in the comments. It's a swan.
Yeah. It's the first movie that I watched on my new couch too.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
it's the first one I watched of the trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't watch Shaun of the Dead first. I watched Hot Fuzz first. But yeah, I would put Swan Song in it definitely. I would definitely put in a lot of knives or swords. Because there's a lot of stabbing going on for some reason in that movie.
It was in Grixis, so you could put murder.
You have to put murder in. You could straight up put murder in it. Black. But a lot of the creatures that are put in will have to be very like soldier or army to get as close to that police as you can. I would also draw a lot from Murders of Karloff Manor.
Yes.
A lot of those cards have to go in, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. It's interesting. Oh, I mean,
Sorry
if there's a commander that you think would be perfect for that, please let me know. Off the top of my head, I can't think.
It's hard to be put on the spot, but that's still a lot more than I thought I would get.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one.
All right.
Okay. Have you ever read a Mills and Boon book?
Mills and
It's a
Why does that sound so familiar?
So they're the classic cheesy romance novels that people's mums and grandmas read.
Okay, they're like 150 pages or something, and then just trashy romance novels.
Trashy romance. Okay. It's the origin of tropes, like fan fiction. Eat your heart out.
Gotcha.
I'll show you the cover.
Okay.
That's one. There's lots of them. So it's like the hair flowing, the heroine.
Okay.
The man.
I've definitely seen that trope before.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. So very romantic.
Yeah.
How would you build a romantic deck?
I would actually say I'm gonna make it for the new age. There's a commander called, I think, Kitty. Shucks. I can't remember what the names are, but it's a red, blue, green, white commander. Mm-hmm. There are 2 men in it, and they're actually canonically partners. And it's a group, and like it's actually a group hug deck. I'm gonna actually, where's my phone?
I didn't know they were partners.
I'm gonna like partners, but like but they're actually like together.
Yeah.
Crap. Chat. I'm just gonna find it.
Research time.
Okay, here I got it.
The community.
We're not gonna get the
Are we Troy and Ahmed in the morning right now?
Troy and Ahmed in the morning. Nights. I'll show you as well. It's Kanaios and Tiro of Meletis. So if you actually read the flavor text, it's look what we have fought for, look what together we've become.
Look what we built together. I love this. And they're both quite masculine men.
There's got that energy.
Which is very like reminiscent of
that picture
the
that you
novels.
showed me. But so it's literally at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Each player may put a land card from his or her hand onto the battlefield. And each opponent who doesn't draw a card. So this is a group hug deck. So it's also very romantic.
Wow.
So I would definitely build around that.
Yeah.
I think. And you put I think you would have to put a lot of horses in it because for some reason there are horses in those novels. But you also put a lot of generically good looking like buff men and a lot of like, women as well. Just like a lot of people that romance.
It doesn't have to be heteronormative.
No, it doesn't have to be, but like...
So anyone with flowing hair, honestly,
yeah, there you go.
could be in it.
And again, like, the leaders are gay.
If
so,
there's... of course.
Yeah.
And then are there any beaches? Anything with beaches? Wedding ring, that's definitely
wedding ring has to go in it? I think wedding ring
colorless, right?
I think it's white or colorless, but it's in the color identity anyway.
Perfect.
So there you go. You would do a lot of... I think there's like wedding invitation. That's also one. So yeah, build around that. A lot of group hug. You will want to give people a lot of like cards and stuff and be like, hey, we peace and love over here. We're not
romance.
Yes, romance.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
I really like that. I might actually build that.
You
genuinely.
have to.
I need to build all of these now. I've got a couple more. This one is a little bit very different, actually. We've gone from beautiful romance and love
movies,
to
books.
Yep. The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Ooh.
So we've got war, death, famine, and pestilence. They are the personifications of the chaos and suffering that will precede the end of the world.
This is so cool.
The duality of woman.
When you wake up, you don't know whether you're going to get pestilence or war, This is interesting. I mean, like, it's very easy to cop out and say mono black, but I don't think so. I think that you would want all colors but white. So there is a color pairing that you could go blue, black, which is Savas Ren. He's an artifact-based commander, and then you could go red, green. There's a partner commander that you could pair with them as well. So that's 4 colors. None of them are white.
Yeah.
And like you could sort of even give. Okay, could you name the 4 again, please?
War.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah.
Famine.
Yeah.
And pestilence.
So you could give death to black. You could give war to red. You could give pestilence to green. And you could give famine to blue. That one doesn't really but you could sort of lean into that and go down that route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of feast and famine.
You would have to put in a lot of whenever you see depictions.
Depictions?
Thank you. Depictions of the 4 horsemen. They're all horsemen. So you put the 4 cavaliers in. There's Cavalier of Dawn, Cavalier of Dusk. The black, red, and green and blue ones, you can all put them in.
Do they represent these at all? Like, are they reminiscent of this?
Kinda, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo.
Actually, kinda. So you can put all 4 in the deck, and they're all very, very strong, and they're all monocolored, and they do stuff. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you do a lot of like, yeah. There you go. I think, yeah.
I love that. All right. I have a couple that Cassa and I...
Oh, no.
Well, this one's from Cassa.
Okay.
All right.
I heard them discussing it in front of me without telling me anything, by the way. So
yep.
We'll see.
Another callback. Ratatouille.
Oh, no.
Can you get a little bit more creative than just type on rat deck?
Okay. So the whole argument here is that they both think incorrectly that Ratatouille is the best Pixar movie. It's a good one.
We're about to fight.
It's a good one. I don't think it's the best one. I think Finding Nemo is better. So let's talk about Finding Nemo then. No. What I would say is you would do a rat getting into something. So you would do Okiba Greasefang Mob Boss, which is a white-black rat commander, and he cares about vehicles.
Cool.
So then you would have So and it has literally at the beginning of your combat on your turn, return target vehicle from your graveyard to the battlefield against haste until end of turn. So then you pop the rat into the vehicle, walking around, smack. There you go, done.
That
There you go.
actually sounds amazing.
Yeah.
A different. Are there a lot of rat vehicle decks?
No, I don't think so. There will be now.
There will be. Get in the robot.
He's actually like a
Remy.
fairly decent vehicle commander, but you can also lean into the cooking theme and put in a couple of like, food, like destroy target creature, create a food. Obviously, you want to put a couple of rats in there as well. Yeah, I think it could be a decent deck.
I really like that. So, what was the name of the commander for my?
Greasefang. Here,
Awesome.
I'll bring it out.
Because I have a rat deck, but there's different Totnas. Breaking news from the studio. We have got Cassa's opinion on this deck.
This is really good. He's got Gyomi Master Chef, and I'll hand that to you. It's a black and a green deck, and it's literally about cooking.
He's a troll.
He is a troll. You can sacrifice a food to give him indestructible or something like that. But this leans more into the food theme. So if you wanted to go food, I think this would be a great way to go as well. So this is a different direction, but still the same movie.
Yeah. So trample at the beginning of your end step, create a number of food tokens equal to the number of non-token creatures you had enter the battlefield under your controller's turn. So you play rats.
Yeah.
As long as they're not tokens. Sacrifice a food and pay one, sacrifice a food, target creature gains indestructible till end of turn.
So that's quite strong as well.
Yeah.
So this leans more into the food sub-theme. I think that's a really good, thank you, Kat. That's really cool.
That was great. I love that. We need to get Cassa mic'd up, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one final deck.
Okay, here we go.
Submitted by Cassa.
Okay.
Popular on the internet.
Popular on the internet.
Yes. T-Pose Tribal.
That is so random. Cassa, what? It's popular on the internet.
Yes.
I've never heard of. Can I give you the context?
Cassa's giving us context. Wait, breaking news. There was a massive Reddit thread of unhinged, decks, and that was the most popular.
Well,
one.
how am I supposed to know? Like, we should look up this Reddit thread.
We don't need to know.
T-Pose Tribal. I'm just thinking of all the legendary creatures I know.
The literal T-Pose.
Just like that.
I'm gonna spill my drink.
I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. That's so random.
Well, could you search for it? Is there syntax in Scryfall?
Yeah,
could you just straight up search
I
T-Pose?
think that's what you would have to do, right?
With arms wide open. Sorry.
He's just. Can you say? Okay. Cassa just sent me the list.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the commander is. I saw the picture. It's someone doing just like a solemn.
Yeah,
like
no, you
doing
need
that.
straight out hands.
Is that?
Yeah,
it can't
that's
be like
it.
that?
No. It's gotta be.
this way?
Otherwise, it's a T. T's don't. I mean, I guess it's a bit different.
Sometimes
font.
they do. It's a different font, right? T-Pose Tribal.
Sans.
That is so random.
Sans serif font.
That is so random. Okay.
Shout out all my graphic designers out there.
Oh, it's a partner one. So they both are doing this? That's crazy.
Partner?
It's a partner, so they're both doing this.
Oh, never T-Pose alone.
It's, TT together, it's just crying, right? It's the emoji.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's
What
sad.
color is the commanders?
Funnily enough, it's everything but black, which is very non-Cassa-like.
Ah. Yeah, but the meme is Cassa-like.
The meme is pretty Cassa-like, yeah. Okay, there you go. I always think of, this is an F1 reference, but there is a F1 driver who in the opening credits, he does this, and they memed him like all the way. And so now whenever he gets off the car and he won, he'll do that now, and everyone just the crowd eats it up. It's George Russell for you F1 fans out there.
That's all. That's now my only knowledge of F1.
T-Pose
the
Tribal?
T-Pose
Yeah.
guy. Okay.
That's crazy.
That's all we've got for you.
Well, hopefully you found some of that interesting.
I'm gonna go off and start building. Thank you for that.
Yeah. What's the name of the lady, the author?
Mills and Boone.
Mills and Boone. You're gonna build that deck. You're gonna build a Ratatouille deck.
Yep.
A couple things going on. Hot Fuzz. I think a Hot Fuzz deck would be pretty cool.
I think Hot Fuzz would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, let's discuss something a little bit outside Magic. What are you going up to, or not up to?
Yeah. Well, I'm about to have 10 days off.
Yeah.
They're slowly filling up. I was originally planning on not doing like anything
for 10 whole days.
Full staycation.
Decompression.
But as it turns out, plans are filling.
Stop being so popular, Ruby. What can I
say? I'll do a lot of cozy stuff too. So that'll be.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, world.
Yeah. What about you?
So I love Magic the Gathering. Obviously.
Do you?
Obviously. If not, yeah, it's crazy. I know. No, they've got me like chained to the things for a podcast. But I also love Pokemon. Like I grew up with Pokemon. I started playing like on the Game Boy Color like ages and ages ago. And I love Magic the Gathering, but I also I want to start collecting something. And I saw something on TikTok once that was someone doing a Pokedex challenge. So they wanted to collect one Pokemon card, doesn't matter which one, of each of like 1,025 Pokemon.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna do that. I've already started.
I actually have a lot of bulk Pokemon cards that I'm looking at selling. I'm hoping to get rid of pretty much all of them.
Do you have some?
I have plenty, and you can go through them. The only ones that I care about keeping, I collected all of Celebrations, so 25th anniversary set. I'm gonna keep all of those and get rid of everything else. My niece and nephew have already chopped into my collection, and you can have dibs next.
Yay. Well, I don't even care if it's like 50. I just want like 50-cent cards.
Yeah,
like 10-cent cards,
I'm pretty sure that's all you get in there. I don't have many.
Yes, it's happening, and I've already got like other friends to like. I was given some at the Takir event. I've got some other friends who saw that and reached out to me. I'm like, yay! So I'm very excited. And I've got like a big ass binder coming too, and it's 1,024 pages, like slots. It's so close.
Because what's the max?
1,020. There are 1,025 Pokemon.
So a single card is not going to be able to go on the binder.
Blue tack at like the last page or something.
The best one, your favorite Pokemon. Separate your favorite.
Can you guess my favorite Pokemon?
Oh,
you'll never guess.
Oh, original 151.
Gen 3.
Gen 3. Which is that?
Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby. I'll tell you. Okay.
Wait, can I guess the type?
Yeah.
Water.
No.
Never mind.
it's Jirachi, which is a Psychic Steel Pokemon. The Wish Pokemon.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, my favorite for 151 is Kangaskhan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you guess mine?
151?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Can I guess the type?
Yes.
I get 5 guesses on the type.
Okay, done.
Fire.
No.
That's so not like you.
I know, right? That's because this is before the fire moderate
before
days.
Fire Nation attacked?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Psychic.
Nah.
Fighting.
Nah.
Shit.
2 more.
Grass.
Nah.
Ghost?
No, it's electric.
It's not Pikachu. Surely.
No, it's not.
Okay. It's
so
electric.
cute. I do love collecting all the unique Pikachu cards,
okay,
like Pikachu
cool.
with the hats and everything like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And in Pokemon Go, I collect all the seasonal Pikachus.
Yeah, because they've got a lot of different hats, right? All right, who is it?
Mareep.
Oh, wait. That's Gen 2. No!
Hey, I play Magic the Gathering now. I don't play Pokemon anymore. We're going to open this pack that is Magic and not Pokemon.
So
I might have cheated.
I feel so betrayed right
Sorry,
now.
Nigel. I don't know what Hot Fuzz is, and I can't tell the difference between a goose. I can't tell the difference between Gen 2.
Not good. All right, here we go. We're cracking Takir Dragonstone Play Booster. Thanks, Wizards. They sent us this.
Thank you, Wizards.
So we'll go. Roma's Routines, a green one. Humbling Elder. Fortress Kingguard. This is one of the examples I said, like the armors, the ancestors.
Dog.
Twin Bolt, Nightblade Brigade, Unburied Earth Carver, Reputable Merchant, Dragonclaw Strike, Overwhelming Surge, Fresh Start. We're looking for a Starry-Eyed Skyrider. It's Mox Jasper.
Oh my god,
it's Mox Jasper. Woo-hoo-hoo. Play boosters
in
goated.
a play booster.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Woo!
That's a hit. I think that's our first real proper hit.
I think so too. On Pod.
We did it. We did it.
Hey, is that creator luck? Wizards gifted pack.
Like a year later.
Crying.
That's crazy. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, folks. What did we talk about today? About
Thanks for joining us, talking about Scryfall and so many other things.
Yeah, well, again, thank you to Tarragon. This episode's basically your episode, so hopefully you enjoyed this unhinged mess, and hopefully you got some answers about how we use Scryfall. And thanks so much for the submission. Thank you so much to Rex Studios for everything. Thank you so much to Cassa. Cassa uploaded a new video. Was it today? Yesterday?
Yes.
Yes.
No, yesterday.
So if you haven't followed Cassa on YouTube, check it out. It's about the Dark Judge.
Ooh.
Please follow Ruby and all the social media stuff.
Please follow Nigel and all the social media stuff.
And Cozy Magic Club everywhere, anyhow. We'll catch you later.
Stay cozy.
Stay cozy. I like that.
Yeah.
Stay cozy. That's a wrap.